Hi there. Hello and welcome to the show. On today's episode, we'll discuss all of the Walt Disney World holiday happenings, including what's returning and what's not, and our thoughts about both. We'll also discuss some beloved Walt Disney World resort hotels reopening, and I think we need beignets for everyone. And also we'll talk about some of the cool announcements that have been released regarding the dining locations on the upcoming Disney Wish and how very different these dining locations will be from what we've seen thus far on any DCL ship. All this and more on today's episode. From the Bob Varley Studio in Orlando, Florida, this is the Diz Unplugged. Hey everyone, welcome to episode 1136 for July 13th, 2021. I am joined here at the round table by Disboard's Dreams Unlimited Travel Welcome Center Manager, Teresa Eccles.
Hello.
Yay. Jack of all trades, Corey Martin.
I'm just happy to be here.
And executive producer, Craig Williams.
Oh, hoy hoy.
We're missing Pete and Rhino and Fiasco today. They're all off having adventures. Rhino and Pete are on their way back from Disneyland, and we cannot wait to hear all about their trip and what we thought, and we wish them and Fiasco safe travels today. Thank you so much for tuning in. As always, this show and all the shows here on the Diz Network cavalcade of channels is brought to you by Dreams Unlimited Travel. Let the agents like Teresa at Dreams Unlimited Travel help you plan your Disney vacation, just the one of your dreams. And here's the thing, if you are a big planner, because I've been there and done that, if you're a big planner, that Dreams Unlimited Travel agent can help you as little or as much as you want. So you can contact them today at dreamsunlimitedtravel.com for a free, no obligation quote. So be sure to check them out. So how's everyone doing this week?
It's rainy here.
Yeah.
Fighting the rain.
Shocking. Raining in Florida.
Yeah, I know, really. Rainy in the summer. That's
Yeah.
breaking news. It is,
It
but
is
it
breaking
is.
news.
It is raining like crazy, Corey, and it's just...
But you
Yesterday,
have to just know that it's going to rain. Like you said in one of the articles, right? Yeah.
it's
just,
gonna
Yeah.
at some point. It's crazy.
It is.
Yesterday, the sky looked ominous on one side of my house. On the other side, it was beautiful and sunny.
Oh, my gosh.
So, yeah.
Well, yeah, if you are coming down in the summer, you want to make sure to bring all the things you need, whether ponchos or umbrellas are your favorite. Bring them. Bring extras as well, because you'll need them. We definitely want to say hi to live chat. Hi, guys. Thanks so much for watching. If you are unaware, during our live shows, every Tuesday at 1, we have a live chat that goes on. And everybody that are that's in live chat kind of chats along with us, whatever we're discussing at the time, or a topic totally of their own liking, which is a lot of fun to watch and chime in on. So definitely, if you're watching us live, jump into live chat and have a little fun.
Also, if you hit the thumbs up button, it opens additional features on this show. Try it. I want you all to try it out right now.
That sounds magical, Corey. I've never heard that before.
We'll see. We're going to try it out.
Additional features? Like
Yeah,
what?
It's supposed to get, I think, like over 1,000 thumbs up. It opens something. I don't know.
Like to see
Like
what's
Pandora's
under the table
box.
or
It's
what?
like
I
Big
don't
Brother.
know.
I have no idea.
I'm not so sure about that, but I do know one thing. If you subscribe to the channel and you hit the thumbs up, it will make Craig Williams very happy.
I think that's it. That's it.
Yes.
Yeah, I mean, if you want to see me smile, that's the way to do it. I need money. I am desperate for it. I don't have enough. And that
Please.
makes me money.
There you go. That's perfect. So please make Craig happy and hit the thumbs up.
I see people in chat saying it did not work. I think there's a glitch right now. So
Yeah, hang in
we'll
there.
work on that.
Hang in there. Just keep hitting the like.
Wait, so if I go in and just
dear.
Oh, Lord. Here
All right,
goes.
we're
All
just
right.
going to keep
Train
on. We're going to
track.
forge on because we have a lot of news to talk about today, and it's really fun news. Like sometimes we have not so fun news. We are on the back end of not so fun, and it's all uphill in a good way from here. We're really excited about that.
Are we
What?
going to talk about extended hours for deluxe resort guests only?
No, I don't believe we. Our Craig, I think yes, we covered that, I think. Thank you, Craig.
You told me I couldn't bring that up.
Oh, dear. This is not off the rails. We do that later.
That's right. Okay.
This is on the rails, right? All right. So, but first, maybe this is potential for getting off the rails again. Before we get into all the news, does anybody have any housekeeping?
No,
Anything? No.
I got nothing to say.
Nothing.
I'll wait till after the show.
Yeah.
Okay, you'll wait till after the show.
I'll tell you in
Okay,
private. It's not for
perfect.
everybody.
Yeah.
That's excellent. Thanks, everyone. It's perfect. No, that's awesome. We are just a little bit of just show. I don't know if it's just show keeping or what, but we're experiencing a lot of eating this week. So Food and Wine begins on Thursday. So if you are not already following us on social media, please do so. Instagram, Twitter.
I thought you were going to preface it by saying we've been doing a lot of eating this week, so
been-
please excuse how
Yeah.
chubby we are.
I
you
was
know?
getting ready to get. I was going to get real
thought you were
offended
going
there
that
for a
way.
minute. I was like, okay.
Please excuse our stretchy pants
Yeah, there you
today. We all have stretchy pants on.
Oh, you never have stretchy
Oh,
pants.
girl,
Girl, you're a size
Girl,
2
I got
toddler.
stretch- Oh, wow.
You are.
Girl, my belt loop is.
I got stretchy pants.
I don't even like
for
sitting next to
days.
you. You're like a little tiny person on a
whatever.
booster seat. Go
Bless
ahead.
you. Okay. Well, we definitely will be eating a lot on Thursday at the first day of Food and
What's a
Wine
lot for
Festival.
you?
A lot.
I think
There
everything.
is
She
a
tries
lot.
everything.
Yeah, I love to.
She
I love
tries
to
everything.
eat.
Do you finish anything?
Yeah. Oh yeah. I eat food. I do. I
Okay.
really enjoy it.
In public?
Oh yeah.
Jeez.
Yes,
Okay,
yes.
cool.
And sometimes on video, which is what I'll do on Thursday.
Yes.
Yes.
Keep going there.
And on Thursday, so keep an eye out for on our channels, just all the socials. We'll be sharing our thoughts about the different things that we're eating and experiences that we are having. And then, of course, the wave, the beloved wave, as we all stop and shed a silent tear, the wave closes on Thursday evening. But as some of you have discovered, and someone commented last week, hey, I was able to book breakfast for the Wave for my upcoming vacation. It's because breakfast at the Wave is moving upstairs. It's going up to the penthouse, to California Grill, and we will be there bright and early on Friday morning to eat breakfast. And we'll also be sharing your thoughts. So Craig, when can people look forward to placing their eyes on that video?
That's a great question.
Who knows?
He's back there hitting the like button.
Yeah.
No, I'm
Yes.
saying it's. I mean, technically, I guess people could see that starting on Friday, but I don't know when we're going to get our Food and Wine video finished as well, too. So it's pay attention. YouTube.com/Disney Dining.
There you go. And hit the bell for notifications, and that way it just lands on your phone. And it's like a little surprise. It's a gift to you in the middle of the day, whenever it goes up, or night, whenever it goes up. So definitely keep an eye out. And I wanted to mention that. We are going to get started with the news. Okay, you ready?
Yes.
Okay, so I feel like we should have worn maybe our ugly Christmas sweater or something today, because we're going to talk about all things Christmas. And
I
we're going
love
to.
Christmas.
You live in Christmas, right?
I love Christmas.
Yeah, Christmas is a wonderful
my world.
place. It's a good thing.
Tell us about it.
Well, here we go. We're going to start with Jackie's article from yesterday, where she broke the news to us that Mickey's Very Merry Christmas Party will not be returning to Walt Disney World this year. The Walt Disney World has announced that Disney's Very Merriest After Hours, Disney Very Merriest After Hours, that is a mouthful, will be the new hard-ticketed holiday event for 2021. The event is set to begin on November 8th, before all the rest of the festive fun throughout Walt Disney World Resort. It will be available on select nights through December 21st. The 4-hour event will be packed with holiday festivities, such as Minnie's wonderful Christmas time fireworks, Disney characters throughout the park, holiday music and decor, treats included, and so much more. Similar to other Disney After Hours events, a limited number of tickets will be sold at this event. It's held after regular park operating hours and with lower wait times and access to more than 20 select attractions. Ticket sales will begin next month, and an early purchase window will be available to guests of resort hotels. So, this Disney decided to back up the truck yesterday morning and announce all the things at the same time. And they are making hashtag halfway to the holidays a thing. I was talking with Jackie about that, like, okay, so we are making this a thing now, but this is it. So it was July 12th, and they decided to celebrate Christmas. So where, of course, they focus on the thing that you're receiving, not the thing that's going away.
We've done it on the Diz before, Christmas in July. A lot of people do it. It's a good time to plan, and a lot of people want to know, what are you doing during Christmas? I'm still trying to get past this name, right? So, as Disney fans, we get very used to just abbreviating everything. Yeah. Like Mickey's Very Merry Christmas Party and Mickey's Not So Scary Halloween. Because to limit it, man, I'm going to have to get used to this.
Yeah.
DVMAH. But going back to what you were saying, they focus on what they're not taking. Focus on what they're adding, not taking away. That's,
yeah,
that's our job. That's what we do.
We focus on what's going away. Let's talk, people. What were you going to say, Craig?
Oh, I was going to say the name is horrendous. Why not just call it the Disney Very Merry After Hours Party? Like it is that simple. It's going to confuse some people, but it is confusing anyways to begin with. And I just think this is terrible. I cannot believe that they are doing another After Hours. I understood with Halloween because, we didn't know where the parks were going to be, what the state was going to be in. It made sense to have a slimmed down, trimmed down event. But over in California, they're doing Oogie Boogie Bash with no extra thoughts. Halloween Horror Nights is going to be running through the streets at Universal on both coasts.
Through the streets of Orlando, rolling right on through.
Exactly. It should. SeaWorld's doing their event in a big way this year with Halloween for the first time as scare houses and stuff as well too. And then we have Disney, who's just copping out with, again, I understood for Halloween because they made a decision a while back, but for Christmas they had enough time. And in this case, they chose money over all of it. And it doesn't matter if it's basically the same party over and over again. It's like what we've talked about before with After Hours. They know they can charge a higher price for it with just that name alone on it than what they did before for Very Merry. So it went from being mildly annoying and irritating to now just downright obnoxious, much like myself.
Oh, you are not downright obnoxious.
Oh, please.
Come on. What do you think, Teresa?
It's the merriest, right? Is that in the title? I'm optimistic.
Yeah.
I don't like the thought of them charging more for something that before it felt like you got more. But I don't know. I'm not going to tell you today how I feel until I'm there.
Okay.
Because I feel like maybe it was just time to change it up. Or maybe the people that planned the Very Merry one no longer have a job and aren't there to do it. So there's somebody else has come in to,
That's a good point.
I don't know.
Great point.
And the thing about After Hours is, I'm really concerned about how late people stay up. I mean, Julie's asleep by 8. So it's going to be me with the kids alone.
Oh,
I can't do that.
That's so
Could you
sad.
that, please?
All right, I will.
I would like it from
pro.
Ferris and Finley's point of view.
There are a lot of people trying to bring up that, this is just because of the 50th anniversary. That's very kind thinking, but it's not the first time that there's been an anniversary at a Disney park, Disneyland specifically too, where they've also been able to hold events as well too. So we can pretend that it's alleviating for the 50th, but I don't believe that at all. Bob Chapek could walk in here right now and surprise us all and be like, no, that's why we're doing it. It's because of the 50th. And I would still look at him and call him a liar to his face. It's just at some point we have to face the facts and reality with this. And it stinks, but hopefully it's not an ongoing trend that just continues to build. I fear for I don't think we're ever getting Dreamlights back. I think Scott Gustin pointed it out on Twitter, yeah, it seems like projections could probably be here to stay. I understand with the 50th decorations, it's harder because there's extra add-ons on there. So yeah, it would be hard to put the lights on. But once you go a couple years without lights, then it's going to be really hard to justify, well, why do we need them back? We had projections the last 3 years and it went well, because it affects the 50th anniversary affects this Christmas and next Christmas, with it being an 18-month-long event.
That's true.
So this is why I'm starting to get the
So
aluminum
you
foil
this is
out.
also going to be this is the trend. This is the new normal. That's what we're afraid of. I mean, we knew coming back things were going to be shaken up a little bit. I was talking to somebody about this. I was like, 2020 was like a big Yahtzee game. We're just shaking it up and throwing it out here and seeing what words we can come up with. It just, everything was shaken up. But hopefully this is just their way of bridging the gap. It sucks, but hopefully there's better light at the end of the tunnel. But what you're saying, Craig, is that this is probably, at least we're in this for 2 years.
Why not? Why not longer? Why not?
Ay caramba.
Dang.
I was really holding. Craig, I too was understanding with Boo Bash and the step away from Mickey's Not So Scary. I held out hope, however, for the holidays that we would get. We'd have because everything feels so much more close to normal. I know it's not normal, but that we're taking steps. So when we're in the parks now, it's got that, almost somewhat normal feeling. And so I was hopeful about the Christmas party and to receive the news yesterday that no, in fact, it's not happening, that we're receiving this after hours event, which, I mean, don't get me wrong, I've enjoyed the 2 after hours events that I've gone to in the past. I really have. But it is definitely a different event than one of the hard ticketed parties. And I'm glad that they're having the fireworks. I mean, that's good. Those debuted, Craig, in 2019, right?
Yeah, they're okay.
They're okay. Passable.
Yeah.
They're passable. Well,
Disney, if you're listening, when we talk about we want changes, this isn't what we're talking about. We're not talking about that. We're talking about adding more floats to the parade, maybe add some enhancements.
Yeah.
We're not talking about this.
Yeah.
Making
Take some notes.
better system to meet the characters, like
Yeah.
when they do have them at the parties. That's always been a terrible thing. If you're not first in line for Jack Skellington, then you're gonna have an hour to 2 hour wait later in the night, and that really starts cutting into a 5 hour party. So changes like that,
For sure.
fix those things.
For sure. Yeah, a virtual queue for all those characters would be amazing. So yeah, we want to hear from you. Let us know down in the comments section what your thoughts are, and of course, live chat. Continue chatting along. Like it's, I'm glad we're having the fireworks. It is definitely a bummer that it is, again for this holiday season, we're going to have after hours rather than the traditional Christmas party that we're used to. I am glad that snacks are included because I'm all about the snacks, but it is definitely it's a bummer.
I know real quick, I know a lot of people are waiting for that Pete rant regarding this. He's going to give it, but let it marinate a little bit.
Yeah.
A steak's always better. Marinates a little bit if you're going that route.
Yeah, he's got a lot. He's got a lot to build up on, from Steakhouse 55 closing.
Oh, I
to,
didn't even get this. I didn't get the segue about steak. There you go.
Extended hours, and now this plus. I know. No, I'm not going to talk anything about Disneyland. I'm sure he's having a great time, but I'm sure that we have a lot to come from Pete in the next coming weeks, and it will be interesting for all of us.
Right.
I mean, yeah, we can all, if you've ever been to Steakhouse 55 at Disneyland Hotel, I mean, we could all do a video just on, mourning the loss of Steakhouse 55 and the exquisite dining experience.
You want to talk loosening your belt notches a couple?
Stretch your pants.
Man.
I don't like sitting
Wheel
next to
me
you
out.
and eat a steak. Have you ever
It's
sat
not
next
pretty.
to him when he's eating? It's
Not
not. There's nothing
steak.
pretty about
Are
it.
you done, sir? I'm just trying to stand up. That food is so good.
All right. So Pete will have his thoughts. Never you fear. He will share them, I'm sure. As we move over to Epcot, some of the Christmassy holiday time things that we are receiving, we are getting back the holiday cookie stroll, of which I did a little huzzah. As I was writing the article yesterday, I was excited about that. I love the holiday cookie stroll. Is every cookie a home run? No. every cookie is most definitely not a home run. But the experience, if you're looking for an experience in the parks to share with family and friends, something fun to do, this is definitely a low-cost way to do it. Each cookie is $2.50. At least that's what it's been the past 2 years. So, hopefully you're excited about that. That's going to run from November 26th. The Festival of the Holidays will be back. So that's the Holiday Cookie Stroll is part of that. And that's going to be back November 26th through December 30th. So if you don't feel like shopping on Black Friday, and you're here at Walt Disney World, come on by Epcot and eat some cookies on the first day of that festival. What we did not get is any word about Candlelight Processional or the holiday storytellers returning to the World Showcase pavilions. So we did not have both of those last year for obvious reasons. For obvious reasons, I think we've not heard yet about either one, but I do hope, especially, I do hope we hear something about Candlelight Processional. I know your daughter, both daughters or one daughter, was it Grace?
Just Gracie. Grace is in it,
in Candlelight. Mm-hmm. And she was part of her school choir, right? So if you've never...
It's a highlight of the year for them. A lot of them,
Yeah. If you've never been to Candlelight, it is this wonderful... It's a retelling of the Christmas story, and it's at the America Gardens Theater, and it's a cast choir that has auditioned earlier in the year and has practiced for months and months and months, and then they're joined by either a community choir or high school choirs. So they pack them in on risers.
You wait to see who's going to pass out.
Yes.
They lock their knees, they're going down.
Yeah, there will be a fainter or two, and the helper will come from backstage,
drag them off. It's awesome,
and help them to the wings.
Y'all know what's messed up? I just realized the announcers for Candlelight Processional. We've been a couple times, but I just realized all the announcers that we've seen are like Julie Crushes. We've seen Kurt Russell. We've seen Uncle Jesse. From
John Stamos?
Yeah, what's
Uncle Jesse?
What are you talking I'm going back, but I've just realized that. I'm sorry, I was kind of wandering a little bit.
Why do you think that is, Corey? She's picked him.
We had good seats too.
Yeah, I bet you did. I bet you did. She's not stupid.
I hope they bring it back. I hope they bring that back. Yeah. They've got to bring that back, right?
I'm hoping, and I don't know what.
Without getting political, let's just say it. I mean, are they gonna do a vax check by anybody in that little pyramid? I mean, you're pretty close together.
Yes, you are.
It's a lot. I mean,
it is. And then we're talking children and the teens.
Yep.
Yeah, you have all of that, and then I'll say when you get, they always want to get some names like Kurt Russell and such. There are a lot of movies are still being filmed with strict COVID protocols and health protocols too, so it makes it harder then to grab those names and bring them in. I know that's not why that doesn't impact
that's where my
any
head
of
goes.
it.
I think about it without
Yeah, I think definitely for the choirs and such, it's that would make sense, but it might be harder to get celebrities. But then again, we have an event in September where we're getting a bunch of people together. But I don't know, maybe money talks. Oh no, arts is for the kids.
Stella and I have watched a couple of concerts online where they have behind them, it's just like thousands and thousands of screens. Yes. Of people either singing or just watching. That would be kind of interesting. Maybe not it'd be an option maybe to just have the choirs, individually in the back.
That would be cool. Or maybe the narrator is virtual.
Right.
That's
or put the narrator in a little Pope mobile. And he kind of rides around.
As long as Gary Sinise
circles the showcase and then ends up there.
I think that'd be perfect.
See, I need to be an Imaginary.
Oh, dear me.
You need something, Corey.
All stop signs will be changed to chill.
It's another thing where we go, gosh, that's part of people's vacations. I mean, if you are coming down to Walt Disney World every year, this is another one of those traditions that possibly you're just not going to be able to take part in this year, and it's sad for the the cast and the kids and the community choirs. It's sad all the way around.
It's a tradition,
but it is. So we hope we'll hear something soon about that. That being said, nothing is being addressed on that. So that kind of feels like a writing on the wall moment for Candlelight this year. But I'm hoping I'm wrong. I'm hoping we get to celebrate here at the table over the Candlelight processional coming back at some point. Over at Hollywood Studios, we will see the resumption of the Sunset Seasons Greetings, where we will have the 4 projections on Hollywood Tower Hotel on the Tower of Terror. We'll have the Dickensian Mickey Christmas. We'll have Toy Story Hotel. We'll have the Muppets Gingerbread House and the Frozen Arendelle kind of Olaf themed overlay as well. And that is always, I don't know about you guys, but standing there at the base of the tower, watching those projections is so much fun. So, and I love any snacks that they will give us. So they've given snacks in the past, special holiday themed snacks. So I'm hoping those will return as well. Something to note is that if you are coming specifically with the 50th anniversary in mind and celebrating all things 50th, they will alternate the projections, the holiday projections, with the tower becoming the beacon of magic that it's going to become during the 50th. So don't worry, just because one is happening doesn't mean it's at the exclusion of all else. So
I'm a fan of all the projections they do. And when they first, I think it was an early show, I was like, oh, leave the castle alone, but you go back and listen to some of those things, like, damn, I can't believe I said that. But I love the all the projections, whether they do it on the castle or Hollywood Tower of Terror or the anywhere. Do them on my resort door. I don't care what you do.
Right?
Make it look like I'm walking into a portal of something.
Wow.
Love that.
Note to Julie at home.
That's right. I completely agree with you, Corey. I mean, when they dimmed the lights the first night on July 1st, when Happily Ever After came back, and they put up the initial overlay for the castle for the show, you're standing there just going, I can't believe that's the same
right.
building. Like, what? It just it adds so much depth and detail. It's just beautiful. That being said, I would like the dream lights back. I don't want to lose those dream lights, Craig. That's so sad.
I don't want to lose dream lights. I don't want to lose Jingle Bell, Jingle Bam.
No.
I don't.
Just so he can
listed.
say
Just
it.
so you
Yeah.
can say that.
If I can't say that anymore, I don't know what I'll do with my life.
Who are you?
Just say it at Home Alone. Jingle Bell, Jingle Bell.
It's so sad. It's so sad. Hopefully it'll be back. Santa will be, motoring down Hollywood Boulevard, traversing the roadways in Hollywood Studios in his Santa Claus motorcade, which is really super cute. But it's a Santa drive-by. He just kind of and hangs a left and heads on backstage. But if
North
you have
Pole.
Yeah.
North
forgive
Pole.
me. The North Pole.
Yeah.
He heads back to the North Pole. If you've got a kiddo who really has to see Santa Claus on their visit here, it is a really fun way for them to be able to still get a wave and a nod from Santa. That's for sure. Any other thoughts? Craig, thoughts?
I know. I was thinking about it. It's like one day, like Guy Fieri would make like a perfect Santa Claus for the Hollywood Studios motorcade. I mean, he'd probably be fine right now, but like
Glasses on the
That's-
back of
Yeah,
his
glasses
Yes,
on the
exactly.
back.
He's got to have his glasses on. Please
Oh, no.
let it be. That would be fantastic. Thank you, Craig.
I'm ready for Christmas.
Are you?
I am. I think it's exciting. I mean, there's more to look forward to than there was last Christmas.
Yeah.
So I got to follow it that way.
We have a new little dog, a little toy chihuahua, whatever they get. It's tiny. And Julie the other day, she was like, we'll have a dog for Christmas.
Christmas
she wants
sweaters.
to decorate it. Like, you want to decorate the dog like a tree?
Wow.
But I guess so.
Sweaters.
She wants to put little
Little
things on
Christmas
it. Like,
hats.
Little
oh,
bow.
no. See,
Oh,
y'all.
we
Bow.
pull out the hats for Klaus
Look,
and
we're
Roxy.
trying to keep
It's
the
like-
dog away from the cats and dress the dog up like a toy.
Oh, dear.
Well, the dog is half
But
a
anyway,
cat. It's
but
so
yeah,
tiny.
I'm looking forward to Christmas.
Yeah, for sure. We have one last park here. We have Disney's Animal Kingdom.
I try to stay on the rails, but it's so tough.
It's all
just so
good.
tough.
It's all good. No worries, Corey, no worries. But yes, we are at Disney's Animal Kingdom now to celebrate the holiday season. The Tree of Life will again do its awakening thing on select nights. Now, the news that was released yesterday is that this will happen on select nights. It will become a beacon of magic on, I think, every night. But so here's the deal as I think about that, because it's going to have a special holiday, awakening that happens. So if it's on select nights, will some of these things become like what we have with Disneyland and the fireworks? Like I think we've become so accustomed here at Walt Disney World to, that happens every night. I can catch it on any night that I happen to be in the park. The fireworks will, now are back. I can see this anytime. Whereas when you go to Disneyland, you have to know when those fireworks are happening. So you want to be able to catch them. So if seeing the Tree of Life awakening is really, really big for you, then definitely keep an eye on My Disney Experience and just some of those entertainment options just to make sure you don't miss it.
Yeah.
So.
This one's a head scratcher. I'm sure they'll probably still decorate the rest of the park like they've been doing. Maybe with Dino Lands looked awesome, and they even added stuff to Pandora and
the menagerie.
The menagerie of animals as well in
Why wouldn't they
Discovery
decorate?
Island. I'm assuming they would, but then there's also this feeling like only saying select nights. It feels like maybe they're also trying to keep the holidays out of Animal Kingdom and push people to other places. I don't know though until they say that. Like I would have expected it in the press release.
Yes.
I didn't read it well enough to know if they said like menagerie animals will be
Maybe
back.
It's just a given.
Should we really think anything is a given anymore?
I don't know.
Should
I'm
we?
hopeful.
Are they going to be doing like 3/4 the way to Christmas next, and that's where they release other things?
Further than halfway to the
Further,
holiday.
almost there. Christmas.
We're almost there.
Here's
It's
more
almost
details.
time. It's almost time.
Hang in there, little buddy. Yeah, that'll be interesting. They did the menagerie last year, so I would hope that they're going to do it this year. But yeah, I agree with you. Like I would have expected us to have found that out. So I don't know. I mean, I really adore Animal Kingdom very, very, very much, but I don't think of holidays when I think of
I agree.
Animal Kingdom.
You don't think of heat when you think of holidays, and when I think of Animal Kingdom, I think of heat and animals. I don't. I think of I don't think of animals when I think of holidays. Really,
Yeah.
You
not
don't?
like tigers and no.
You haven't seen my chickens in their holiday tutus yet.
No, my goodness. Follow Teresa on social for pictures of her tutu wearing.
Edna Mode got a
chickens.
new tutu, and I can't get it on her because she's too feisty.
Oh.
She's become really, I don't want to say aggressive, but yeah, she doesn't like to put on. She's okay
You
with
think?
hats, but
It's a
tutus-
tutu.
It's a chicken.
And
And a
someone
chicken.
sent me a cape for her. Well, she won't even come near the cape.
Edna
you know?
can't wear
Edna
capes.
can't wear capes.
I mean, this is 101.
But
We
Halloween,
can't
I know,
wear
right?
capes. Yeah, don't do that.
So no heat and Christmas for me. No.
Yeah,
No,
I know
I agree.
It's neat what they do. I really enjoy it, but when I'm there, but I don't necessarily find myself making an effort. I mean, I'll go once and then go, okay, there's the Tree of Life doing its thing and it's neat, and there's this just hushed moment kind of over the people who are standing there watching, but then, okay, I'm good. Like, but we're going over to Disney Springs. We have the Christmas tree stroll that's back again this year. We're going to be strolling. You're going to find those Christmas trees rather than kind of clumped all together at the former bus depot at the end of Disney Springs Marketplace. You will again find those trees scattered throughout the entertainment complex. And I liked that last year. I liked kind of being surprised as I was walking around. Oh, there's Minnie's tree. Oh, there's the parks tree. Like, it's just, I think it made more sense.
It does, and it kind of prolongs the, you're not just there looking at the trees. It's an experience for the whole area. Yeah, I agree with that.
Yeah, the Christmas tree trail was it kind of, I don't know if you guys went to it when it was there in the parking lot. It was very almost claustrophobic. It was so many people, and it was such a small space. They tried to do the best that they could, but I think this is just a fortunate accident here. That
I was about to say that it was a fortunate accident.
Like,
Yeah.
it's kind of cool. You're on a little bit of a scavenger hunt to find them all now. And of course, they're going to make it snow because it's never the holidays here at Walt Disney World without a little snope falling. Please don't eat it. It's not going to taste good. And then, of course, back in...
Let me back up for a second
Okay.
because people, when I said I don't associate animals with Christmas, I don't want the whole animals in the manger thing. I'm talking about like going to a safari and things like that. Like going see animals in their natural habitat. It's not kind of how I associate with Christmas. You don't associate
Some
animals
parts
with
of the
Christmas?
world are, you got to take it all in.
Right, right. Yeah.
I mean, you have reindeer.
True.
You have
Well, yeah.
True that.
you have the holiday armadillo. You have quite
Oh,
a
yes. Armadillo. I want to see him.
Perfect.
Yeah.
Just perfect. I love it. If you are last but not least on this story, we have gingerbread displays. So gingerbread displays are returning to the resorts, and we're excited about that. What I'm excited about most, selfishly, at the gingerbread displays, I mean, I really do like going and taking pictures of them, but they all have snacks at them too. And so I like going and eating the snacks.
You ever made a gingerbread house?
I have.
Really?
I have. Pete asked me last year. Pete went to the Contemporary and went up to Contempo Cafe and saw their gingerbread Contemporary hotel kits. And he bought me one. And so I get a text from him one evening saying, "Hey, I just bought you a build your own Contemporary. I'd like for you to build it for me." He said, "I bought you one for you too." So that was really sweet. But he said, "I want you to build one for me and vlog it." And I went, "Okay, let's think this through." And so there is a vlog. I don't know. Is it on the dining channel? I would assume it's on the dining channel. Craig, you're supposed to
We
know
only
all
have
this.
like 20 channels.
I mean, come
we
on,
have more
Craig.
channels than my TV at home.
That's true.
I'll be honest. I don't pay attention to videos that are older than like 10 minutes.
There you go.
Yeah.
Okay. Well, I think it's on the dining channel because it had something to do vaguely with food.
Probably.
So, yeah. So if you want to see me build that with my saran wrapped canned
so you
goods.
had to make
do
the
that.
gingerbread?
I didn't
Or
have
it
to
was already
physically.
baked?
It was
They sell them
already
in kits,
made.
right?
Yeah,
It's
it was
It's
a
a
kit.
kit. No, you got to make it yourself.
Oh my.
Cut out the pieces.
I don't make
Wow.
them, but what I enjoy, like Julia will do them with the kids, I enjoy eating all the candy off and seeing how long it takes them to notice.
Yeah.
Like
Do
every
you
once in a while,
really?
I'll just pop off a couple jelly
We
beans.
always have a little.
Oh yeah, absolutely.
We've
'Cause if
had
they're gonna
little
fall off,
competitions
sometimes
in
they
the
don't
past.
go, and not like I'm saying Ferris put that jelly bean in the wrong place.
Right.
But if he did, I'd just take it off and eat it
Yeah.
and make his house look a little more symmetrical.
Now, see, everybody in our family has their own to build, their own to decorate.
Okay.
And then you give it a name, and then we vote on
I love
whose
that.
is the most artistic.
I like that a lot. I like that. Yeah, it was easier said than done building that gingerbread kit. I can't imagine, although I would do it. I've done crazier things for Saturday snacks, so maybe we could make our own. We have made soft gingerbread. We did that recently. It's a Walt Disney. It's one of his favorites. So if
How
you
do we know
missed
that?
it's on. Say it again.
How do we know that it's one of his favorites?
Because Marcy Carricker Smothers, author of Eat Like Walt, tells us that is one of his favorites.
And we believe that?
Yes,
Answer
we
on the
believe
fly.
Marcy.
How you like that?
Yeah. We hey,
Dropping the
hey,
knowledge.
come on now. Come on. Bring our A game here. But yeah, so if you enjoy the nice resorts, I mean, what the bakery teams do at the resorts, it's just amazing. So definitely, as soon as we start stumbling upon the gingerbread displays, we will let you know. We'll have so much gingerbread all over our social, you'll just be sick of seeing it all. But it'll be a lot of fun because it'll be the holidays. So yay. All right, so next story. We are celebrating the return of some of the most beloved Walt Disney World Resort hotels. We have just been waiting with bated breath to hear about the reopening of Port Orleans French Quarter and Riverside. And friends, we've got the dates. So Jackie told us in her article that bookings started on Thursday, July 8th for Disney's All-Star Music Resort for arrivals beginning September 16th. Port Orleans Resort Riverside will reopen on October 14th. Port Orleans Resort French Quarter will reopen on October 28th. So you got Riverside first, a couple of weeks, and then you've got French Quarter. And then rounding it out, All Star Sports, bless its heart, will open on December the 9th. And of course, your Dreams Unlimited travel agent can help you in booking these resorts and any resort that would be what you want to stay in.
There was a lot of clients that we're waiting for this.
I
They'd
can
already had
imagine.
booked, and we've moved them over to where they want to be.
Yeah, just like as a little holding pattern before they.
Yeah, that's what we've been
I'm
doing.
a big fan of Riverside. Always been a fan of Riverside. Back when it was Dixie Landings, we used to stay there. But as far as like out of all the resorts, Port Orleans, Riverside, you think of like Caribbean Beach, but it's nice and spread out. And with today, we kind of want our own space a little bit more. I think more people are going to be comfortable entering their room from the outside rather than walking through hallways, having to cross people with their luggage a lot. So
I'm happy for more availability.
Oh,
Sure.
for that, but just that resort
Fill 'em
alone
up.
is one of my favorites.
Yeah.
Oh, for sure.
Nice.
For sure. So you've had a lot of clients who've been waiting to get back
Just
over
been
there.
waiting to move over.
Yeah.
Or some have just waited and now we're booking new. But yeah, it's been nice. I enjoy it.
It's exciting.
It is. It's exciting. It feels, like you said, back to normal, but
Right.
it's it's a different world.
Yeah,
We
whatever
gotta admit
that will be.
whatever that is, and you just got to go with the flow.
That's right.
Well, everyone has that special resort to them. I know there's people watching and listening who are probably excited about All-Star Sports returning.
Absolutely.
Definitely.
I don't see that. I like All-Star movies and I like All-Star music. I don't like All-Star Sports, but I think it's the oversized sports equipment. It feels very, very intimidating.
Make you feel inadequate.
A little bit, yeah, just a little bit. But it's just exciting that those favorites that people have, that now it's not. Oh, I can't come and visit there. I can't come back to my happy place, to my happy resort, because it's not open now. That's not going to be an issue anymore. It's going to be
right.
nice.
They're all going to be open again, which is just crazy to think that they haven't. It was weird to think that those two, just Riverside and French Quarter alone, just being, just closed. Like
Right.
you can't stop by for a beignet or for a bowl of gumbo. You just
It's just
can't
sad.
do that.
It was just. And I wonder. I don't know. Maybe I should know this. What prompted the order of the reopening? What first opened up, or how they planned it out.
I'd be speculating if I guessed. I wouldn't.
Yeah,
I don't know. I do want to drop this little fun fact. You know that huge oak tree over by the main pool at Port Orleans Riverside? Yeah. That was the largest tree ever transplanted.
Did you plant it?
Well, I wrote back in the day. I wrote the description for the site on Port Orleans Riverside. When did a stay there, and it's been rewritten several times, but. That was one of the facts when I was researching that tree right there. It was transplanted from Animal Kingdom, the site of Animal Kingdom.
Wow.
Yeah.
that is so
Yeah, check it out. It's the largest oak tree ever
Interesting.
transplanted.
A little bit of history. I
Well,
like that.
there it is,
Yeah.
dropping the knowledge, Corey Martin.
So much history. The history
yeah,
of Gingerbread and Walt. The
We-
history of
we're just known for our trivia.
If you don't watch out, you're going to put Michael Bowling out of a job.
Yeah, right.
So
It's a little known fact that the tree at the Riverside. Okay, moving on to Disney Cruise Line. And yes, it is a Walt Disney World show, but something big has happened on DCL. And so we definitely just wanted to make note of it and kind of share it with you if you didn't know. So when it was announced back in April that the Wish was, all the things that we would be able to soon find on the Wish, one of the dining locations is called, we were told, Worlds of Marvel. And so now we know a few more details about what the experience will be for guests who come to dine there. Avengers Quantum Encounter is coming to Worlds of Marvel aboard the Disney Wish. It's just been announced, and if you're an MCU fan, it sounds like you're going to love every minute of this new dining location. Guests dining at Worlds of Marvel will have a chance to assist Ant-Man and the Wasp as they have their first public speaking engagement, highlighting some of the Avengers' latest technological advances. As you might expect, a few things go wrong, as things always do in the MCU, and guests will come to the rescue as hijinks and misfires ensue. One of the quotes that we have here regarding the experience says, "Every table at Worlds of Marvel will feature its own quantum core, a brand new device that can cause objects to shrink and grow remotely. During dinner, you will assist Ant-Man and the Wasp as they attempt some small-scale trials, perhaps shrinking oversized luggage for easy stateroom storage. When enough of the quantum cores are activated at the same time, the entire venue will become supercharged as energy pulses through the power channels in the walls and ceiling." And there's a video in the story on WDW Info. That's where you'll find all of these articles. Actually, this is DCLfan.com, so our sister site. But you
Denny,
can find
when
it
you were
there.
reading that,
What do you think?
when you were
Tell me
reading
your
that,
thoughts.
I really honestly couldn't tell if you were excited or just losing your breath trying to say it all in one. But I think it sounds exciting.
Sounds
it sounds
amazing.
Really
I want
exciting.
Ant-Man to run across my table.
My only thing, and I'll play devil's advocate here, but I think they're going to do a wonderful job. I would just, Marvel. I wish they'd have done it with like maybe some Disney characters, not Marvel.
Why?
Okay.
Well, I don't know. Like I just think
Include the new, Corey. Include something different.
Yeah, you got.
Doesn't
it's
always
a lot
have to
of
be
Marvel.
Minnie
And
and
I'm
Mickey.
not being a Marvel hater.
Minnie
but,
can't shrink stuff down.
Well, you never know. We got some magic up in here.
That's right.
But no, I can't wait to see it. I'm sure they're going to do a wonderful job with it. But
Yeah, from just what I got from like the concept art, looking at it, seeing like all the the walls have the big screens on them. I feel like maybe this is the next evolution of what used to be Animator's palette with, especially with Turtle Talk with Crush in there. So this is the next realm of it. But I mean, I'm sitting here with everyone else wondering what I understand that they'll be able to shrink stuff up and down on the screens inside the restaurant. But I don't understand this quantum core at the table that will supposedly just be able to make
Will it make
bigger
my cupcake
food.
bigger?
what happens is, Craig, what happens is we find that out after we get to 1,000 thumbs up on the chat. That's how you.
All shall be revealed.
Right. Yeah.
But like how? So my thought is I'm not even going to talk about it, but there's no way they could ever blow up a cupcake to that size. It would be such tragic food waste on Disney Cruise Line, which probably already wastes a ton of food. But then to be like, okay, we've got to make 2,000 oversized cupcakes just for this one night because we know everyone's going to want one of them. It just, I know I'm taking this all too literally, but that's our job.
I think it's going to be amazing.
Yeah.
I think the interaction itself between the characters, even though they're not Mickey and Minnie.
Well, not necessarily, but like not Mickey and Minnie. I'm just saying my kid. You must do everything around my kids. My kids aren't going to recognize Ant-Man and Wasp. They haven't watched those movies. So it's more, they're just going to be people in masks.
Prep 'em.
I know I have to prep them the same way people need. But you're going on a Disney ship, I don't want to have to prep them, much less what bathing suit you're picking out.
Well, don't worry. You'll be able to watch Ant-Man and the Wasp and all the Avengers movies
And
on your
and on the
TV
big
screen. Yeah.
But on a positive side, they'll be interested to go watch those movies maybe.
Well, think about who this is awesome for. This is awesome for that age gap that has been left out of Disney Cruise Line for all these years. So let's not beat around the bush. All these PG-13 movies.
The tweens.
Yeah, I would say it adds a new spin for kids
55 to
11
60.
to
Exactly.
11 to basically 18. I mean,
Right,
it might be some they'll probably find it a little bit cheesy, I'm guessing, but at
not
least
as
it's
cheesy
Marvel.
as like, oh, there's a Disney character again.
There's Crash.
I don't like people coming up to my table unless it's
You don't?
going to Mexican food places. Keep your stuff to yourself.
Okay. All right.
Keep your music to yourself.
So let me ask you this: when you're on
Lord.
a Disney cruise, what?
No, go ahead.
And your server, some of those are very interactive.
Oh no, those are fine.
You
I
cool
love
with
all their
that?
magic tricks.
Because
I
sometimes
learned from them.
I've been
I
on a
learned-
couple
Oh, yeah.
cruises
Yeah.
that
No,
they
I'm talking
have
about. I'm talking about
they've
like
been amazing with
entertainment.
kids.
I'm
yeah.
talking about like entertainment.
So character dining isn't your favorite?
No, but I do it for the kids.
Okay.
I'm the photo. I'm the guy behind the camera.
Yeah.
You touch the characters. I'll
Yeah.
take a photo.
Julie's
There you
home in
go.
a costume
It's-
waiting for me.
Oh my goodness.
Character interaction.
Here we go. So Ant-Man, for me, as a huge Marvel Cinematic Universe fan, I am excited about this. As soon as it was announced, I thought, okay, game on. Let's go.
I agree.
It's going to be something for us fans. I've got to admit, as I read through all of the announcements that about the experience, about what's going to go on during dinner, it wasn't anxiety producing, but it was a little bit like, whoa, there's going to be a lot of stuff going on. Like, this might be an intense experience because you're going to have, things on all the walls. You're going to have lots of sound going on. You're going to have Ant-Man and the Wasp coming by and this quantum core on your table that will be lighting up and doing things. I have a feeling, Craig, as far as your giant cupcakes are concerned, I think we're going to see some props, some oversized props that maybe Ant-Man and the Wasp have, or we're just going to see them on screens. I think we might get some Pym Test Kitchen food on the menu. So
Well, they can't do every table. I mean, like you said, every table can't. It's got to be something general for the area.
Right.
But here's the thing I said on the news video that I also still agree with is if you would have told me a year ago that I would see a real retractable lightsaber from Walt Disney Imagineering,
True.
I would have called you a liar. And then
There's
sure enough, that happened. So who knows?
There is no doubt what Disney's going to do is going to blow our minds. But you were talking about like the high speed, high pace. You know what you do when things are high. Listen to music that's high speed and you eat faster. I mean, you
Get
really
out.
do. You go to like a Brazilian steakhouse. I'm just eating like crazy to the tune of the music. So maybe they're trying to flip these tables a little faster.
Maybe.
Yeah,
And
but there's
also,
only.
and also with the Disney characters, I understand why they can't have fur characters running around a restaurant. One, it's hard to maneuver. So having your characters in masks.
Oh, I thought it was just a
Also-
rule that you're not allowed to have animals if there's a percentage amount of food served. That's why you
True.
can't-
Or if it's Christmas.
But it's
That one fell flat.
It
was bad.
Sorry, Craig. Sorry. But it's kind of like Animator's Palette was, right? There was a show that unfolded and evolved as your dinner went on. And so this is kind of taking up the mantle, it seems like, from that. So I'm looking forward to experiencing what that is and saving the world all by eating dinner.
Yeah, and just not to continue on with it, but it's nice to know too that like with Frozen, that restaurant, that's also going to have the show element. I know that's not ideal to everyone, but and I've only experienced the Tangled version that Corey and I saw on the Magic, and it was cute.
We had great seats for that too.
We did. So I'm all
You ate
for
a lot
it.
of food too.
Well, yes.
That wasn't the order everything.
That wasn't
no.
the order.
Or no,
everything
was
cruise.
it?
That was the order everything.
I thought-
Was it?
yeah.
Oh, maybe it was.
The trackers were with us, and we had a couple other people with us, and they were we had to warn them. Like, look, gang, we're going to order everything on the menu at this table, just to let you know. If you need photos of anything, feel free.
That was nice of you.
Craig ate all the desserts. This was before I was eating
Did
anything
you really?
sweet.
Listen, there's a reason why my weight ballooned up. So I don't like leaving food behind. It's every dining review, unless I am at the point where I will make myself sick, I will eat every single bite of it. Even if I hate it.
We would sit and look
That's
at the
why I love
menu.
Craig.
We would look at the menu like we were going to order something. And we just close it. Everything.
Psych. We want it all.
He received a very, very nice tip, though, for all that hard work,
great.
because that was a lot of running around he had to do. A lot of bussing. I mean, we were like literally eating off of a plate.
I can't even
It was
imagine.
juggling.
Good gravy. All right. So also we received some of the information regarding what the buffet, like Cabanas is on the cruise ships, the DCL ships. It's a known. It's the buffet up on the up on deck 9 for the older ships, a little bit higher for the newer ships, and it's all in stations and pods where you go up, you get your food, and you go on, and it's a little bit of everything. It's very Finding Nemo themed. It's beachy and fun, but what's coming to the Wish is very, very different. It's going to be called Marceline Market. It's named for Walt Disney's early childhood hometown in Missouri. Marceline Market will be a stylish food hall inspired by popular marketplaces around the world. Here, guests will find an ever-changing menu of specialized offerings and a vibrant, free-flowing, not flea-flowing, they don't want fleas flowing through Marceline Market with that would be bad, with both indoor and outdoor seating and breathtaking ocean views all around. Featuring 10 food stalls and a cafe-style beverage bar in the center, Marceline Market will be styled as an old industrial loft converted into a bustling marketplace, but with a distinctly Disney design twist. Here you go, Corey. At this food hall, all local proprietors are Disney characters themselves. Each station is themed to beloved animated films such as Tangled, Ratatouille, Alice in Wonderland, Zootopia, and more. And then the shopkeepers will curate a wide-ranging variety of freshly prepared cuisines of all shapes and sizes and fares. So here's one of the cool things. There are a lot of cool things about what it seems like Marceline Market's going to be like. One of the cooler things is something that we saw Cabanas try over the years. In later years, more recent years, is that they do. It's a buffet at breakfast and lunch. And then it's a sit-down restaurant. It converts to a sit-down in the evening with made-to-order entrees. So I'm psyched that Marceline Market is actually going to do that because the 3 dining locations that you get to rotate around on DCL, that doesn't fit for every cruising family or cruising group of friends.
Nope.
It doesn't. You're right.
Sometimes you just want something quick. And go explore the ship. You don't want that whole. Sometimes it could be 2-hour experience. You're just sitting there.
Yeah. Maybe formal night. You don't want to be. You don't want to dress up.
Just want to grab and go.
There. Yeah, we've done it.
Looking at these artist concepts. The Diz. I've been with the Diz. This fall will be 20 years, and so I've seen a lot of artist concepts. From the artist concept, black and white, to actually going there and experience it. And Disney's always been pretty spot on with all of their concepts. So chances are it's going to look exactly like this with a couple of changes.
And I love some of the details. So I did a close-up for people watching. For listeners, I apologize. But inside Marceline Market, they have the one piece of artwork that I believe is telling you all of the different movies that are represented in there, and I hope that's hanging up in there. I hope that's a souvenir.
That's what I was about to say. The same thing. That's something that
it's so cool, and to see all the characters integrated like that, I think it's just it's really well done. And even like you can tell the one section in the concept art they released there, you can tell that that's probably the Alice in Wonderland section because all the lights look like the teacups but just flipped upside down slightly. And I like that it's going to be done subtly without being over the top.
I retract my Marvel comment now. I'm happy.
Okay, you feel better now?
I feel better now.
Are you happy now?
I got my fair share of Disney.
Well, you're going to get more Disney, Corey.
Oh, crap. That might be too much.
Because
Hold on now.
Also announced was the Mickey and Friends Festival of Foods. Located right in the middle of all the fun on the upper decks, Mickey and Friends Festival of Foods will be the perfect place for families to grab a quick bite for lunch, dinner, or any time in between. Avid Disney cruisers will be particularly pleased by the mix of fan favorite treats like DCL Signature soft serve ice cream with 2 brand new selections. The Disney Wish will feature the fleet's first dedicated quick service venues for both barbecue and Mexican-inspired fare. So you'll also get Sweet Minnie's ice cream, Donald's Cantina, that's Donald's Cantina, Mickey's Smokestack Barbecue, Daisy's Pizza Pies, and Goofy's Grill. The whimsical design is inspired by the seaside boardwalk setting featured in popular Mickey Mouse animated shorts. So, what do you guys think about that? What were you going to say about characters, Corey? You got any comments about characters?
No comments about characters. I am charactered out, to be honest.
You're gonna be sick of those.
What I love
Disney
about all these
characters.
little fast food areas, before that ship takes off, what's going to be your spot. Like, I need to come back here when these kids aren't around and grab some of this pizza.
Yeah, for sure.
Is that going to be your spot?
No, I'm just using that as an example because you're always going to have pizza.
That's going to be your go-to. What do you think, Teresa?
I think it sounds fun. I'm excited about it. I always liked that area where you could just grab something and take it back to your room if you wanted to. That's when my kids were younger. That's where they would always be. Mm-hmm. You know, I'd always find half-eaten pizza or burgers in the room or whatever. So I'm excited about it.
Awesome. Craig, what do you think?
I like that they're finally shifting the concept a little bit. Mm-hmm. Do I think it's going to be a big departure from what was there before? Absolutely not.
That's right.
No.
It's ultimately, it's probably going to look very similar to before. And, you know, like I can't remember which ship or ships do it, but there's a one that always tries to make like Euros on it. And it's like, it's like, yeah, this is close to being authentic, but just kind of off. And I feel like that's what this is going to be, even though it's going to be like having a dedicated barbecue one, dedicated Mexican one. It's like, it's probably going to be like, okay, this is close, but just at the end of the day, it's upper deck.
It's upper deck food.
Yes.
It's upper deck food that you just want to grab and go in a pinch. And you know what? That also contributed to my weight gain over the years as well, too.
Craig with the excuses, man.
It was not the alcohol. It was only desserts and fast food.
That is my fear, though. That is my fear with all of these events, that I'm going to have to try those sweets.
You're going to have to.
I need to help Craig out. If we do two dudes on a cruise, it's going to look a little different.
Please.
I'm going to help him out with the
happen.
desserts.
Yeah.
Can't wait for two dudes on a cruise. That'd be great. One of the things that I enjoy about, at least about the artwork that we've been shown for this Grab and Go Festival of Foods area, is the fact that they use Steamboat Willie for the smokestack barbecue. That's adorable.
These logos are. They would make great pins too. They just make great anything. Yeah, I love the design.
That's a great idea. It's something I was talking to Jackie the other day when I said, everything that they've announced thus far with the Wish is so different from what we have seen on the 4 existing ships. The maritime theme itself is embraced, I feel like, on the Dream and the Wonder, the Fantasy, and the Magic. But from the word go with the Wish, they called it a castle on the seas. So they're taking something that's land-based, and they're making it fit on the ocean. And so when you look at Marceline Market, that's not something ocean themed necessarily.
Right, yeah.
That's Missouri. That's not ocean themed. And so it's Walt Disney themed. And then you've got his characters, and it's very, the artwork throughout the guest rooms will be Cinderella inspired, not Walt and Lillian on a cruise ship. It's just different.
I think with this ship, we're going to get everything that Disney has learned, obviously, from like what they've done right, what they've done wrong. We're getting it on this ship. We're getting, let's take this, it worked, let's kick it up, a notch several times. But I think we're going to get the best of the best here. I really am looking forward to being invited on that ship.
Yeah. That is the
dropping a hint now.
Yeah. So, there's that.
Yeah, we all don't have $8,000 to drop on a cruise for it, so hopefully it happens one day for all of us. But as long as they have, they'll still send Mickey bars to your hotel room. Your stateroom. It's been so long since I've cruised, I've forgotten all the words. I'm gonna start calling it a boat now too.
You should.
Yeah, on the boat. Your hotel room on the boat.
That's it.
As long as they send you the Mickey bars there, then I'm okay with that.
Denny, you mentioned about they're saying castle on the sea. A lot of people, they don't have they have to choose between a cruise or going to Walt Disney World. And a lot of people, which one should I choose? Do I go to Walt Disney World? Do I go on a cruise? That's a loaded question. Yeah. You just can't give a quick answer. But bringing some of those elements, like even the word castle, it's still going to be in your head.
No, you're right. Like, you don't have to worry. This will be your castle.
Right.
Even if you're not stepping foot in the Magic Kingdom. That's very reassuring, Corey. That's a warm, fuzzy feeling.
Oh, well, I'm all about the fuzzies.
You are. All about the fuzzies.
You feel my chin.
So... That's stubble, not fuzzies.
Oh yeah, true.
So anyhow, we are so excited about the Wish coming up, and I'm sure, Teresa, you've got a lot of friends contacting you about the Wish, which is really, really cool.
I like that a lot of people are booking it. A lot of people moved their cruises from one of the other ships, are tweaking it to get on the Wish.
Very cool.
Yeah, I think there's a lot of interest, and I think a part of it for me is that it is so different. It's not just the same, you know?
We're
I like
gonna
that.
we'll get on that ship eventually and go, okay, like let's get our bearings, because it's
Right.
you kind of, I felt like because we cruised on the Magic, I felt like once I finally stepped on the Fantasy, at least I knew a footprint, just a little bit of a framework. I didn't know exactly where things were, and things were a little like a lot different. But this, we're gonna walk on and go, okay, we're newbies. Help.
When we cover a ship, we start first deck and just work our way all the way up, run and gun.
Yeah, it's going to be terrible. And I want to say too, just so there's no confusion, you can actually get decent pricing on the Disney Wish. I meant in terms of the maiden voyage. We're not getting on the maiden voyage or any of the first ones that have all jumped up into exorbitant prices. So gonna have to wait a little bit. I'm hoping sometime in 2023 that I'll make it on, unless I get to go on a media cruise, and then I won't complain to that.
No, we need you guys to go on a cruise.
Wishful thinking.
Oh my gosh.
And on that note, friends.
Well, no, I have to say this one thing. I said I was going to save it to the end. This Friday, anniversary, our 17th year anniversary. So you take that joke I just said, multiply it times 2 a day. That's what poor Julie has been having to deal with.
17
years
Love her.
we've been married. Well, this Friday, the 16th.
Congratulations.
Yeah, thanks.
That is something to celebrate.
So I wanted to end it with that.
How did she do it?
I know. You
She's
need to
a
ask her that.
saint.
I ask her every
She
day.
is a saint. Bless her heart.
If you look closely, there's a halo over that head.
Keep her
That's
laughing.
for sure.
That's what we do.
I'm sure you do. Anything else? Remember anyone else in the room? Nope. Good to go. All right. On that note, we will close it out. If you are a Patreon member of the Diz Unplugged community, hang tight. We'll get the after show going here in just a little bit. If you're not a Patreon member and you'd like more information, please definitely check that out. It's Patreon/Diz Unplugged. Is that right?
With a com in there. But yes.
Okay, excellent. Thank you. With a .com. Let's do that for sure. Thank you, Craig. So definitely check that out. We do a Patreon show, an after show every Tuesday to be able to kind of break things down a little bit more or answer questions, or like the last 2 weeks, we get to know a Patreon member up close and personal, which is always a lot of fun. So thank you so much, Craig and Teresa and Corey, for being here for the show today and being a part of the fun. Thank you to you for either watching or listening. We really appreciate you tuning in. We know that your time is very precious. And of course, if you have any comments, any thoughts inspired by what we talked about on the show, please let us know in the comment section, and we'd love to hear your thoughts. Take good care. Take good care. There it is. Not care, but care. Take good care and have a great week, guys. Bye.